We continue our coverage of the events in Ferguson, Missouri with Brittany Packnett, who is a member of the Ferguson Commission appointed by the governor of Missouri. She met with U.S. President Barack Obama yesterday in the Oval Office as well. Brittany, welcome to Arise America. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So before the break, our reporter Shahan Ramkising reported that there were many that attended this meeting that were frustrated. They waited a long time to be heard. Can you tell us about this first meeting and how you felt at the back end of it?
So I will tell you that the commission is an independent body, and that was very important to all of the people involved, because we want to make sure that we are really uplifting and accountable to the voice of the community. And so that independence means that we are setting our own process. And so what people witnessed was us continuing to work out some of the kinks, because we do want to keep this process honest, transparent, and open for the community. So we've got a timeline that lasts until September 15th of next year, where we are scheduled to release a report of policy recommendations to the governor and also to the people of the state of Missouri. And so we will continue to figure out a process by which people can be heard, people can fully engage, and they can feel really responded to as we continue on in this work. But it is a long-term process.
And I hear you saying you're going to continue to figure out the process so that people can be heard. But how will you go about settling upon policy recommendations?
Well, the first piece is really engaging in that community input. No one knows better what they need than the people themselves. And so really figuring out how we make sure that that voice is heard through continual and multiple measures. But we are also exploring how we get credible research and make use of the incredible academic institutions we have in St. Louis, and just the level of expertise we have around this community from so many people who have reached out and said, how can we help? How can we bring our expertise to bear to help solve this problem together? And so we will not just engage the voices of the community, but we will engage the voices of experts and really look at research to figure out how we can move forward together.
And will you be able to make policy recommendations that might actually be put in place around the officials that govern and serve and protect the community of Ferguson? For instance, increasing diversity on the police force.
Sure. I mean, I would expect that you will find things in the policy recommendations that absolutely do discuss elected official and law enforcement accountability. You know, in my full-time work, I work in education, and I think that anyone who has access to our children and their lives should be held to the highest possible standards. So that's everyone from our teachers to our law enforcement. So I suspect you will see those things there, yes.
Brittany, how were you chosen to be on this commission, and tell me why you wanted to be?
Sure. Well, there was a pretty arduous application process. About 300 different people applied, and I know there are lots of incredible people that will be able to make a contribution beyond just what the 16 of us are able to do. We're an incredibly diverse body of people, and I have worked very closely with a number of folks on the commission. Rasheen Aldridge, who he and I actually serve as the youngest members of the commission, have been active in the protester community, active in the youth community, as have some others on the commission. And then we've got people from lots of various perspectives. The co-chairs in particular are people that I trust. Rich and Starsky are really committed to this community, and they've got a strong vision for what we can be together. And so in following that and in recognizing that I could potentially help make the voice of young people really heard and appreciated on this commission, I chose to sign up.
Brittany Packnett, well, congratulations on being on the commission. We wish you the very best. Stay in touch with us. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.